What is going on, everyone? VladKilljoy back again. Today we are talking about the brand new competitive format that Epic just released in one of their latest blog posts over this weekend. It's a big one. There's a lot of changes, so let's get right on into it. So over the weekend, Fortnite Competitive released a blog post talking about what the format's going to be for all tournaments in 2022. I'm going to go ahead and read from the blog post. They said, "We've been improving our tournament operation tools to work towards new tournament formats. We'd now like to share some of the early details for one of our first of these new tournament formats that we intend to release this year, the Best Of format. Under the Best Of format, the players' best games from the given set would be counted towards their individual or team score. For example, if you have 3 hours to compete in up to 10 matches, this format could be used to only count the best 7 matches out of the possible 10. We'll look to introduce this format in the right way in 2022. And this might not seem like a big deal to a lot of y'all, but this is insanely big for a lot of people. For instances, we're more than likely not going to have any more like late W key games for people who don't have enough time to finish out their matches, which one means more games are going to be more stacked than normal. 2, it means that you could have a really good game, say you have 8 or 9 really consistent good games. So let's say you didn't have enough time to play out all 10 matches, so you decided to W key one match just to like gain some extra points, and you did really well that game, and it's pretty consistent to the rest of the games you had. Let's say you got 15 points or 15 kills, got top 25 or so. If that game is one of the 3 worst games of your tournament, then those 15 points aren't going to count. And that's just kind of mind-boggling to me. You really have to give your all in every single one of these tournaments. You have 3 throwaway games, so you can die off spawn 3 times at most to actually do well, which is good. But also, if you're a super consistent player, not like myself, like a lot of these pro players are, they're normally in the, top 10 every game. So being able to count the top 7 best games of their 10 total games, I don't know, man. Like, that's going to reduce the points for a lot of teams. And I really wonder how this is really going to shake up how people play 10-round matches, for an example. But with this new format, it's really going to shake up the tops of the leaderboards and points in general for most teams. It's really going to be exciting and kind of stressful at the same time to see how these games are actually going to play out and who some of the newcomers are going to be for like the top of the leaderboards, because we're probably going to see some people that we've never seen before at the top of the leaderboards with this new format. Additionally, they changed the minimum account level to be able to like play in these tournaments from 30, which it was previous, to 50. So now it's like, if you want to play in these tournaments, you can't really like just make Smurf accounts and play in these tournaments. Like, I mean, I don't personally do it, but I know a lot of people that do. I don't personally do that, but I know some people out there, they'll make a brand new account, they'll get their account leveled up real quick, and then they'll go into these tournaments and like cheat all the way through, and they'll end up at the top of the leaderboards without even getting caught until like the end of the tournament. Screwed up so many people's games, and even if Epic like bans that account, it still ruined multiple people's games because they're in these tournaments aimbotting. So maybe with the extra 20 levels raised, hopefully that will end the cheaters that are coming into the tournaments. We'll just have to see how it goes. People are still going to find a way to get into these tournaments and cheat. They tried their hardest to not have any cheaters in the tournaments or in the game. I know some days it might not seem like it, but they are trying their hardest for sure. It's probably really difficult for the coding and everything else to try to figure out whether or not they're actually cheating. Some people, it's really obvious that they're cheating, but others, I mean, it could be a toss-up. But that's what I'm hoping for. I'm really hoping that gets rid of the cheaters with the new point format as well. I really want to see some new names get to the top of the leaderboard. Who knows? I could be there sometime during this chapter. I don't know. I'm really practicing with the sliding mechanic, trying to figure out new ways to use that. And trust me, I will have videos on sliding tutorials in the near future. But with that being said, I know this is a short video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.